Please don't.
He just did.
Yeah, no, he did it before in the Discord. He did it too.
Too late.
He sent me the
Too
link.
late, Blake.
He went link start though right before he sent me the link.
All right.
All right, we're live.
We are here. What's going on, guys? It's Professor Anime, and I'm
Welcome back to the channel.
going over a Shouwa live discussion. And there will be spoilers here.
Hell yeah.
But I got some friends on the YouTubes in the stream with me. We have Memory.
Yo.
We got Sloan.
Sup?
And we got the anime-inspired pianist.
Yo.
And a couple other people might end up joining the stream later on. We'll see about that. So, in anticipation for season 2 of Shouwa, we're going to talk about a few topics regarding the first season, how it all went down, and all that jazz, and what we can expect for season 2 later down the line. So for the majority of this, like, I have some sort of topics to talk about, but for the majority of this, we're probably all going to play this by ear. So, yeah. So I don't know. Okay. I guess we'll just start off with what exactly the story is about. So if anybody wants to talk about that, you can go ahead.
Oh, wait, are you asking like what we think the story is going to be about for the next season, or like
well, just like in the first season, like, and then how it will carry over to the second season, I guess. Like,
okay, so the first, the first season is like all prologue.
Yeah,
it's just all backstory.
That surprised me. I didn't think it was going to be like a whole flashback the whole time.
Yeah, he was like, "Here, I'm going to tell you a little story that lasts like 12 episodes."
Well, yeah, a little 13 episode story. There you go.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay.
I'm glad season 2 will be like in the present time though. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
And like here, like I went into Shouwa, the first episode. I watched it when it came out.
Yeah.
I don't remember what season it was, but it was
winter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. I actually was turned off by the length of the episode, and I wasn't really feeling it at first, and I actually never watched any more after the first episode.
Oh, really?
And yeah, I really regret that because just recently I came back to it and I loved it. And it's really one of those shows for me that isn't one that I was expecting to enjoy as much as I do, because typically I don't really like the type of shows that like Shouwa is. Granted, there are some out there, but you don't really see them as much as you see like your typical, battle school harem shows. Like they're not as popular as those,
right?
Like in how you see them and whatnot. So Shouwa's like a rare kind of breed in terms of like anime. Like you don't really see shows that are of its caliber.
Yeah. That's what I love about it,
yeah, and I'm really happy that I came back to it because I was missing out on a lot, and I don't know why it took me so long to come back to it. But
just super underrated.
I see sun in the darkness.
Yeah, I was gonna say something.
Yeah.
I'm in the light. I'm in the light. I know. I'm just saying. I like what you were saying. It's just there are a lot. There are a lot of things like that, where it's just they don't get their proper due because whatever the people's predilections are, whatever people's anticipations are for anime. And I think Shouwa is by far and large one of the best series of 2016. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. So.
Agreed.
Yep.
It's weird too because like I just recently finished watching this, and I'm really surprised I didn't like catch up on this earlier, but I was actually
just so
really
under the radar.
surprised by it. I mean, it's a historical drama and josei series, and you rarely see that nowadays, especially regarding josei in general.
Oh yeah.
But like the first episode, it was really slow, and probably maybe episode 2 or 3, but the story eventually started driving up in its scale of storytelling, and some of the Rakugo storytelling was actually very, very interesting as well. I really like the dialogue between the two main characters, so to speak, and just how it eventually ended was very satisfying, I thought.
Yeah.
Can I just say,
What were you saying, son?
Can I just say that this series made me watch Rakugo like as an art form? Like
Same. I tried to
I
watch
watch videos on that
like,
too.
Yeah.
multiple documentaries. I watched like multiple performances of just people doing Rakugo because it was that intriguing to me, and I never expected that to be the case.
Does the anime like capture, like when you watch it in like real life, when you see someone like a real person doing it, does the anime kind of capture like the feeling of?
It does, but it seems scripted. That's the only thing I would say, and that's nothing you can escape, though. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was a film, like if it was a live action thing, it'd be the same thing. It's scripted.
Yeah.
But like real life Rakugo just has that energy to it after watching it, where it's just nothing can compare to it. But I think Shouwa does a great job of just showcasing that medium to its like utmost. Like nothing could do it better. No anime could do it better than Shouwa has done it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It has a very like I said, it has a very slow pacing, but you know, it never feels like it's rushed, you know. Everything is like, it's kind of like attention to detail in its storytelling, you know, so to speak.
Yeah.
I really like that, how it's done. The only thing that I was kind of like skeptical on when it came to Shouwa was probably its ending. And there will be spoilers in this, by the way, guys. But the ending where it kind of seemed like I forget the girl's name, Mio, I think. She kind of like she appeared out of like nowhere and went up to I can't remember the cold dude. He was oh man, what was his name? Does everybody remember the sharp-eyed looking guy? The one who's old by the end of the series.
Kiku.
Yakumo.
Talk about the main character?
Yakumo.
Yeah, the main character.
Wait.
I thought you were trying to talk
Bogus
about
professor. Bogus professor.
no, I'm trying to remember the character.
He's not a professor. Confirmed.
Yeah, I thought you were trying to talk about someone
Anyway,
else.
I'm gonna ship you of your PhD right now.
We're gonna have to see that the certification again, man.
I was like, regarding that ending, I was very confused as to why like she kind of just appeared out of nowhere. Like she waited for him. Like
she
for all
was
these
always
years to
around.
return.
Yeah, she always just kind of.
Yeah, but like she waited all these years to like.
I think that's a narrative problem, to be honest with you. I don't even think it's her.
And then
problem.
she decided, like, hey, let's make a double suicide pact. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
That's the thing that like I was very like.
Okay,
I was like,
I
what?
understand what you're saying.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't have really a problem with her, but like with how she was kind of in between like Kiku and Sukeroku. I like that sort of dynamic and that whole deal because compared like the beginning of the show when I'd say throughout the entirety of the show, deep down, she's all about Kiku.
Yeah.
But like how you see her sort of go to Sukeroku when Kiku is sort of not acknowledging her, I found all that really interesting. And like just the whole thing with Kiku and Sukeroku, just like how it was really like a sort of a competition with them, and they were always just like pushing each other to get better at Rakugo.
Yeah.
I really love the dynamic between the two of them. But like I said, with Mio, like how she was just kind of thrown in there and she kind of stirred things up between the two of them. I found that really, really interesting. Like, yeah, maybe like the whole ending with her was, you know, maybe not as well written, or there was a problem there with that. I honestly didn't have like a huge problem with it because like there was like double suicide brought up in.
Oh yeah, I mean,
was it like, what was it? Was it one of Kiku's, or I don't remember exactly, but it was brought up a lot, like in Rakugo, like the whole double suicide thing. So it was foreshadowed. It was kind of foreshadowed.
I never thought that was supposed to be a thing that would happen, though. Like, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I never it was a heavy thematic element too. But I never thought they'd play off of it. So.
Yeah, true.
But like it felt like when that happened, they kind of like just how like visually it was represented and how it like I don't know when I heard the whole double suicide thing for the first time, it really struck me. And for some reason, I thought like maybe later on down the line something like that would happen. But that was just me because
See,
like
I never thought
when
that.
it was
I
brought
kinda
up,
didn't
it
pay
like
attention,
it
I
struck
guess.
me just like how I don't know how it was shown and how it was said and all the dialogue and what went into it. I was like, okay, I think something like this may happen in the future, but that was just me. I didn't know who it would be. I didn't know who it would. What'd you say?
No, I get why you would feel that way.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It makes sense to me when I think about it from this perspective, like after the fact. But at the time, I never felt like I felt like they were trying to force the issue thematically, but I was like, they won't do that. Like it's not.
Yeah, I
it's
didn't
not something
expect
that's
it
really
to happen
funny.
or anything.
Yeah, it just kind of threw me off a little bit. I don't know. I mean, I was fine with like the ending and how everything played out. I was just very confused by that. That's why I asked that question to you guys, like how you felt about it. You know?
Oh, well, I was surprised, like with the ending. I was.
Did she cut out, or was
I
that
think
just
she cut out.
Present, we got back
Oh,
to
there
it
she
was
is.
like,
There she is. There we go.
okay, wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, we're good.
It was the fact that like we jumped into the future, not exactly the present, like where it was in episode 1. Like now Yotaro is like he's like a pro now, and what's her face? Kanatsu, I think her name was. She has a she has a baby now and everything. We don't know who the father is, but she has a baby. It's like,
it's so dope. Like you understand, that's something that has me incredibly hyped. Like incredibly.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
For the next season.
Season 2 is gonna be great because I always thought season 1 would be in the present after the first episode. Like I said, I didn't think that flashback would last the whole show, and I'm really excited to see it take place in the present time.
I agree with you. Is that Inspired Piano? Is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I agree 100%. That's what I always. There was like a good 2 or 3 weeks when I was still reviewing Rakugo because nobody really cared to watch these reviews, you know, and it felt bad. But there was a good 2 or 3 weeks where I would consistently be like, well, I love this backstory, but when do we how did this translate back to the original timeline? And it never did, and it was still brilliant. Yeah. But now that we're getting back to Yotaro, dude, I'm really fucking excited.
Yeah, and we know all the past
and that's why, just because of how well they did that whole first season and with the whole flashback, like season 2 and what plays out in season 2, I think will be it'll have a deeper impact because of what
we know everything.
Yeah, what we're gonna look back on.
Well, all right, 2 things. Think about the impact of that entire backstory on what Yotaro does now, and how Yakumo acts now. But then think about it as Rakugo in the modern day. Like that's gonna be
it is because it's struggling and it's
Yep.
It wasn't as big as before because
it died down.
Yeah. I like how Yotaro in the beginning they showed him getting out of prison. Originally in the Yakuza, I guess. And it's kind of seen that cool transition, like how what's his name? I think I remember his name now. It was Yakumo. Yakumo helped him develop his own style of Rakugo, so to speak. And I guess where season 1 left off is where you see Yotaro basically, I guess he's basically higher ranking when it comes to he's taken on a certain name, right?
That's what it's the new Sukeroku, which that's a heavy-handed title, you know what I'm saying? Because Sukeroku is my favorite character in the series.
Sukeroku is amazing,
and I think that Yakumo will be my favorite character in the series because he was initially, but I need to see what he does right now is the thing that I'm waiting for. So
we'll see. At the very beginning of the first episode, when we meet Yakumo, and then when it transitions into the whole flashback and stuff, and how he's pretty much at this point giving Yotaro a chance to be under him, to be his pupil and whatnot. I would not expect Yakumo to do something like that, when they show like how his character is in the first season, like when they go over all that, and then you're like, wow, so this man is giving Yotaro a chance. Like I like in the first episode, obviously, like he says he's gonna give him a chance and all that or whatever. He takes him under his wing pretty much. But then like I said, when they go into the flashback and whatnot, and you see his character and how he was and now how he is now giving this man a chance. Like I would not expect for him to give anyone a chance or take anyone under his wing.
Which is what makes that's what makes the whole first season impactful, because you see that change in Yakumo himself. You saw that growth that he went through to make him the character that you see initially.
And a lot of that goes to like Sukeroku.
Yeah, no, it's all Sukeroku, actually. Yeah. It's just I'm just interested to see how they play off of what actually happened present day. Because it's gonna be interesting. There's still contention to be had dramatically between those characters. Sure. And I'm really curious to see what happens. But
now do you think
what kind of drama do you think is gonna happen in the next season?
There's gonna be a lot.
Yotaro. Yeah, it's gonna be cool to see Yotaro as kind of like a protagonist or a main character finally, because he really isn't in the first season.
I think Yotaro will be the main character in the next season.
He's the main character of this season. I have no doubts. No doubts.
Oh yeah,
it'll be cool to finally like learn more about his character, because we don't really know too much about him.
We'll probably find more about.
But like how in the first season it was split up on Sukeroku and Yakumo. It was kind of like both of them. Do you think this season is just going to be strictly Yotaro, or is it going to be
Yakumo?
It's going to be Yakumo. He's going to be like that second protagonist, you know what I'm saying? But I think that Konatsu is going to be an integral part of the events that transpire right now. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, especially because of her relation to Miyukichi.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be really interesting to see. I feel like this whole season is going to be heavily focused on Yakumo and Konatsu, but Yakumo is that linchpin to that whole backstory that they gave to give context to what's about to happen. There's going to be a lot of drama. It's going to be a lot different than what we experienced in the first season.
I like how he's stressing I was gonna say I like how like Yakumo is stressing to like Yotaro because of how Yakumo had to find his own style. I like how he's kind of stressing to Yotaro to like find what suits him best in his style and all that. I'm interested to see like Yotaro and what approach he takes sort of to
Let me ask you something, Memory. Do you think that, and we've all seen how that arc ended, but do you think there's like lingering hints of jealousy in Yakumo? Like, do you think that he would even dissuade Yotaro from going down and following Sukeroku's path simply because he doesn't fully grasp that style of Rakugo?
That would,
because Yotaro is the new Sukeroku in every anime. And that's what Yakumo tried to do, and he could never do it. Yeah. So I'm wondering if
he's seeing this. He's seeing this. Yeah, he's seeing this in Yotaro, and it's like
he might feel some like jealous. That's a good point. He might. When he looks at him.
I don't think he's jealous because he's trying to help him out. You know, he made sure that.
I don't think he's jealous inherently. Like I don't think he's outwardly being like, "Oh, I'm salty," because like he respects the memory of his friend, and that's like what he cares about. But do you think that he's gonna be salty once Yotaro starts blowing up in the new age, being like super like that's what I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it would destabilize Yakumo's character a little bit, especially with how elegant he's become. So
I'm not too sure because his goal is to try to revive Rakugo, and he believes he can do that with Yotaro. So I don't think so.
Okay, I have the best comparison. So think about like, actually I just lost it. Fuck. Anyway, think about just like,
I hate that.
Yeah, no, there was like something in anime. I don't know if you guys can help me, but there was something in anime like in the last 2 weeks that like reminds me of this. But just think about like the idea of Yakumo being like, yes, that is my goal. This helps towards that end, but I feel as though this man is superseding like everything I stand for. And I'm no longer relevant. I feel like that's the old mentality's, mindset normally, no matter what. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but thing that a writer could easily play off of, make contention happen. But
yeah, like to carry on that, like Sukuroku, he was more on the lines of like trying to, invent or extend the whole Rakugo sort of tradition, while Yakumo has like a more traditional style to his, and I think that is what makes Yotaro want to try to, extend Sukuroku's way of doing Rakugo as well. Like if anybody remembers that last scene at the graveyard, like I can't remember exactly how it all played out, but I saw Yakumo there, and then Sukuroku's like sort of like I don't know, ghost or apparition.
Yeah, because he's like a spitting image of Sukuroku.
Yeah, and I think, son, you're basically saying like, what if Yakumo is going to be sort of jealous and not wanting Yotaro to carry on the same path as Sukuroku, right? You're basically saying that?
I'm saying that he wants him to do it now.
Right.
It's like inherent to his end game, but I feel like there's going to be something deeply rooted in Yakumo where he's going to be like jealous when he starts blowing up, like it's inevitable. I think that's a great point. In terms of writing in general, I think they should do that just to like play off of what they can do dramatically with the series. But
okay, so I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying now.
So now it seems like he wants to bring Rakugo back and all that, and he thinks Yotaro is the best.
Yeah. He does want to.
That is generally what he wants to do. That
he's honoring his promise. It's just, I feel like once it starts happening, as a human trait, people get jealous of other people.
Yeah, that's what I was.
So like I want to see.
You think he's gonna regret wanting to bring it back with this?
I don't think he's gonna regret. I think he's gonna do something stupid. And that's going to be like a point to I don't know what it's going to be.
And that may result to his end game?
No. He's doing his end game right now. Like,
I
was saying. You sounded so concerned.
No. Because when you say his end game is happening, my thing is that I want to see like a dramatization in the series. Like, I want to see points of contention. I want to see two characters with like even though everything Yakumo is doing is what he wants to see Yotaro do, I want to see once it starts happening how he reacts humanly to it, like as a person, as somebody who took pride in his craft, what he's gonna say when he garners more attention and revives the art, because it's gonna happen, and I want to see what Yakumo says, like whether he'll be the type of mentor that's like, yes, I honor my friend, we did this, it's good, or whether he's gonna be like, I could have done that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that inherent jealousy.
Like later on, and if they do actually execute that, they would want, by the end of probably season 2, like showing Yakuma actually accepting the fact that, if Rakugo is to stay alive, they need to develop a new modern style to it, so to speak,
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Is where, because what I'm saying is basically the main point of contention of the whole first season of Rakugo. So I'm saying I think Yakumo has grown. I think he's matured as a person. But where does the contention come from between, Yotaro and Yakumo in this season? Because there has to be drama happening somewhere. It's not just going to be like all fun and games and Rakugo. Like shit's going to go down. So I just want to know where that comes from.
I don't know. Maybe Ryotaro is gonna be like, "Hey, why are you still giving me orders and stuff?" Because
I'm gonna start to hate Yotaro. But
that I actually see happening because Yotaro mentions that Yakumo's like heavily supervising him, making sure he's like a cleaner version, you could say, of Sukuroku, because Sukuroku, he always went out to parties and drank a lot of stuff like that, but he doesn't. But Yakumo doesn't allow Yotaro to do that. He's got some rules, so I wonder if Yotaro's gonna be sick of that.
So you don't think we'll see? You don't think it's possible Yakumo would maybe just take a back seat and let this all sink, like just kind of sink in, if Yotaro actually does what Yakumo wants him to do?
I mean, that could happen. For sure,
I think that's what we all envision initially. I think that's like how the series starts. and that's how things start to bud. But where does the drama come from if not reverting Yakumo? It's weird. I don't know if you guys are following what I'm saying here. I feel like I'm just looking at this as like purely a narrative and how you create points of drama and destabilization off of what we know about these characters. I think Yakumo is the person to do that with. So it's kind of weird. Just like they could definitely do stuff with Yotaro. It's just gonna make me hate that character, and I never would have, but I probably would have initially if the series had been what it was supposed to be. So we'll see. It's gonna be interesting.
That's the thing about the drama that makes it so exciting in this series. Like the voice actors. I gotta give props to the voice actors.
You gotta commend them, especially for doing the Rakugo. Also for voice acting that. Like they're good. They're good.
No, they're brilliant. Dude.
Yeah.
They're brilliant. I mean, Keiji's a god. Like that's why I love Suguro is my best boy of the series, but that's why I really vaunt Yakumo's character is because the voice acting is godly.
Yeah,
absolutely next level. So
yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
You know how like in episode 1, Kanatsu, she's just still like how she wanted to, be a pro at like Rakugo and stuff, but like it's not allowed for women. They kind of just ignored that when we went back to the present.
Oh
in the finale episode. So I'm just all like, what? So I wonder if we're ever going to get back to that. I wonder if she ever like gave up on it, or she put it on hold.
I think she's still performing. I think that that's gonna be another point of drama in this season is Kanatsu. I'm looking forward to it. It's just I want them to not disregard the whole season of build-up that they did on character development and tropes. So like I feel like drama is gonna happen with Yakumo, but at the same time, Kanatsu and Yotaro are the main focuses, and Kanatsu especially is what characterizes Rakugo in this age. So I'm curious to see what she does herself. Which is, I don't know what you want to talk about, Prof, because it is your stream. You gotta guide us. But if you want to talk about,
we're just gonna play this by ear.
Performances in the modern era could be interesting to talk about. Because I feel like it'll change.
As long as they don't bring up selfies in Rakugo, I'm cool.
Oh hell no! I'm dropping the series right there. If they take selfies during the Rakugo performance, I'm dropping the series.
No, that would not happen.
Yeah, we're not to perform, guys. Jeez. I want to really know what types of do you think like some of the Rakugo that they ended up doing in the first season, like in a way, kind of like foreshadowed like events in season 1 to come about, or possibly could lead into season 2? Because I found some of the Rakugo sort of interesting, but so far I don't really know if like any of the stories per se were foreshadowing. Like if you tie them together per se, like if you tie like some of the Rakugo stories together, do you think it foreshadowed anything?
I think Memory called that earlier with the double suicide.
That was the main one for me.
Yeah. That was the only one that I saw.
The only one that you.
If there's more, I'd have to rewatch the entirety of season 1 to find them.
I was just about to say that. Like, Shouwa's a show for me that I'm gonna have to like. I'm gonna have to rewatch it soon, or try to rewatch it soon before season 2 comes out.
Yeah,
because if I watch it again, I think I'll pick up on some things that I didn't pick up on, definitely, and that may be good for the next season.
No, it's definitely. See, all right, I'll say that. So, Shouwa's a show for me where if Memory called it as far as that one trope from Rakugo coming into it in terms of real life, but I think there might be more. You're never going to find it unless you keep watching this series and like compare it after the fact to things that you see in the second core. To me, I could never imagine talking about this series not in depth and not reviewing it. So I'm already going to rewatch these episodes just to find points to talk about like that. But I have none of them now.
I might even do the same, honestly.
I plan on rewatching it, even though I don't do reviews.
I'll definitely rewatch like even the episodes that come out in season 2, just to make sure I get every little detail about it.
Exactly. See, good man, you know.
Well, I mean, he's a professor, so.
No, I thought we revoked his PhD a second ago.
Oh, never mind. Never mind then.
I guess I got my PhD back. I guess.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Information. I can't wait for the soundtrack, man. Honestly, Shouwa has like one of my favorite soundtracks of the year. So I can't wait for that to return. We got some new tracks as well. That'll be epic.
Did you guys like the opening? Because some people.
Oh, I
liked the opening. Yeah,
I liked it too.
It's so good.
It was different, but yeah, some people didn't like it, so I was just kind of curious.
It's the exact definition of a sexy song. I love it.
Gosh.
There was sex in the song. I don't know if it's a sexy song.
Have they announced anything? Like the opening or anything? Ending?
I haven't seen a single PV for Rakugo.
I haven't seen any.
I think they've had like little 10-second commercial.
I haven't even seen those.
That's it.
All I know is the title of the next season. That's all I know.
Yeah,
I've seen the promotional visual and I've seen the title, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't think. Do they have a PV out? Did you actually see one, Memory?
What'd you say?
There's no video PV. There has to. If there is, I would have.
I would have seen it.
Yeah.
No, there's only like a commercial, or there's only a commercial or something.
Yeah, I see it right now.
Oh, okay, well, shit. All right.
Damn. All right. Okay.
The only thing I'm seeing is a 15-second commercial.
Same, yeah, that's what I see. So it's a little spot.
Not a PV.
A little spot, yeah.
It's not a PV.
It's a TV spot. Yeah.
You got me too excited, man. I was about to leave this and go do a PV reaction.
I mean, I would have been right there with you, my dude. If that was real, I'd have been gone.
Like, sorry, Miles, I'm out.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking at the TV spot thing right now. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, there's plenty of TV spots, man. A real PV has to be a minute.
I didn't see that was 15 seconds. I just saw a video and got excited.
Also, one thing I think people are going to discount, and that's the same thing that I was saying before, but I think people are not going to take seriously Yakumo actually performing in this season, which I think is going to happen. But
him not performing in this season?
No. People tell me that he won't perform in this season. I'm like, no, he will perform in this season.
Oh yeah,
better.
No, he will.
I could see him. I could see him.
Like,
I could see him not performing though. I could still see him.
I could see it all being about the handing down of the title of Sakura, but I think
we gotta see it at least
once. He will perform, dude. At least at the very first episode.
I want to see him perform, but I could see him like not, you know.
That'd be a great first scene of season 2, just him performing
straight into the Rakugo with Yakumo,
that'd be sweet.
That'd be so good. That's what I would do if I was directing the project.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I really want that.
Now, have you all read any of the source material or no?
No.
There's like 10 volumes.
Not about that.
Right?
Okay. Yeah, because I haven't even like came across any of it online or anything. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have English releases, like physical volumes.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But even if it did, I wouldn't, because like this anime is what matters to me more than anything. There's like absolutely nothing else.
Yeah, it's just the way like how they handle everything in it.
Yeah,
and I think it would be one of those like, because obviously I don't know anything about the source material or whatnot.
I think it's better as an anime.
I think it's better. Yeah, that's what I was.
The anime is far better.
Yeah,
because you get to hear the Rakugo.
There's voice actors.
I'll tell you this.
You know,
if it was a light novel, I'd probably check it out. But the fact that it's a manga, I don't care. And it's a matter of the presentation of this kind of material. Like I think an anime gives you that acting element, that dialogue that can really carry something. With Rakugo, especially, where a manga will never do that for me. A novel could. But manga never.
That's how I feel about music anime.
Storytelling a bit, while the light novel will go more in detail, show you stuff through the characters' perspectives, dialogue, all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the voice acting is just phenomenal. You wouldn't want to miss out on the anime and read the manga. Like,
it wouldn't have the same feeling at all.
Yeah, I feel like it'd just be it wouldn't be nearly as good.
Yeah, lately I've been picking up more light novels than manga lately, honestly, just for the sole fact of like I love diving into the characters' minds. So if Shouwa ever like I don't know gets something like that, like I'll definitely pick that up.
It probably won't, sadly, because it's just not like
popular.
It should be popular, but
it should be. It really should be.
It's actually pretty big in Japan.
It is.
Yeah, it's the second most popular one, like right behind Blue Exorcist for what Japanese fans are most typed up for.
Hell yeah, nice.
You know it got bumped down. So.
Oh.
Did it recently get bumped down? Because I checked this last week. Oh,
yeah, it's I mean,
is it Yao Pedal? It's probably Yao Pedal.
It's actually not, but it's close. Yao Pedal is actually really close.
Konosuba should be up there.
But yeah, like recently Konosuba took over, so it is.
Well, Konosuba is like Konosuba.
Konosuba is still great.
But what also came close to taking over on it though was the second season of Rewrite, which I don't believe in. So.
Oh no!
Man, I don't even know.
But that just shows you how. That shows.
I'm still gonna watch it because I sat through season 1. Might as well.
I'm just saying it shows you how much people actually love that franchise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, they need to rewrite it.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. So I have a friend who lives in Japan. Her name is Yuki, and she recently went over to a Rakugo theater, and I was just like, oh my god, what the fuck? I didn't know this was still a thing in Japan. Then she's like, oh yeah, this is like one of the most popular ones. They play Rakugo like all the time. So I wonder if I still don't know the current status of Rakugo today. I don't know if it's just that theater or it's just a few theaters around Japan, or maybe it's I doubt it's Broadway status, but off Broadway status. We'll go with that. So not quite there, but still a thing. So I wonder, depending on the status of it in Japan, let's say that. Yakumo and Yotaro were able to succeed in popularizing Rakugo again, then that probably it shows today, because if Rakugo is popular today, which I don't really know.
Look, I might very I'll just say this much: I'd probably drop some shrooms and go watch a Rakugo performance. I'm just saying, I probably would love that night. So I'm all about it being revitalized in Japan. That's all I have to say.
It would be definitely cool to check out. From watching the series, it's made me want to actually try to go catch a theater and see Rakugo actually play out in front of me, just see how it all plays out. Because I mean, I don't know, it sounds boring in theory, but I really like storytelling, and Rakugo is basically stand-up comedy without the comedy. It's stand-up entertainment
sometimes.
And
yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm just saying. I'm giving an example, but I'm really interested to see you saw a documentary. You said, son.
A documentary of what?
A documentary on Rakugo.
Oh yeah. There's plenty you can look into. I can throw them at you.
Yeah. Did they go in depth with its history and stuff like that? Because I'm probably gonna check that out later on, probably after this stream. Honestly,
they go pseudo. I mean, there's better things you can watch more historically about the history of Rakugo. The one that I watched had many performances in it, and that was what made it so fun for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's a bunch. There's a bunch.
Yeah, but yeah, I was just saying, I definitely would like to at least try to check one out, just to experience it, Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think it's good how they the anime does a good job of capturing how it really is. How because I haven't watched any documentaries or anything like that, or people actually doing it. But from what you all have said and from what you saw, especially Sun, I think that's awesome that they actually show it in the correct manner and how it's actually done.
Definitely do.
Yeah.
Definitely do.
I didn't know what Rakugo was before I watched this show.
Oh yeah.
Me either. That's the thing,
Yeah.
which is for me too. It was so heavily impactful because I studied East Asian history for like 2 years. So I was kind of like, how did I never hear about this before? Like, what is this?
Right.
And it was just so enlightening and so beautiful that I was like, all right, cool. Thank you for this. Anime always helps me.
You know, I remember when the anime was airing, I was like really into Rakugo. I was obsessed with it, and I looked up like if there's any like Rakugo performances like in English in America, and there are Rakugo performances. Like there's like this group of people who like travel across America doing Rakugo performances, but it's not in English. So I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah,
it would still be cool to go, but yeah, it's gonna be weird.
Yeah, I've seen a few YouTube videos of English Rakugo. Like this one woman, like who went back from like the Philippines or something like that and performed in like I don't know America or some shit.
Oh, I just found out that Shouwa is getting the manga's coming. It's getting English releases, physical releases.
No way.
2017, the middle of 2017, supposedly.
I'm gonna buy it to support.
Who's publishing
the series,
it, though? That's what I want to know.
It's probably Yen Press.
I was gonna say if it's fucking Yen Press.
It probably is Yen Press, though. I would love to. I think Vertical should be doing those Rakugo releases, but that's
I'm
just.
trying to see, but
Where'd you
It's
see
probably
that?
Vertical.
Where'd you
It's
read
probably
that?
Vertical, dude. I can't see anyone.
Did Sun just cut out, or was that just me?
Oh, okay. I thought that was just me.
I was like, is that me?
It says publisher Kodansha.
Kodansha.
Kodansha release?
That's what it says. May 23rd, 2017, the first volume.
Yeah, I see that.
That's
too.
fine too, I guess.
They released Origami and those.
I'm gonna
ones
buy
are-
it. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, no, they're pretty good actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it. I might not even read it, but just to support it and own something Showa related would be cool.
Mhm.
How's the art? Has anyone seen the art style of the manga and how?
No, I've not.
Never.
Yeah,
I've
I'm gonna
never
go.
even seen a panel or a page.
Yeah, I might even do that too.
Yeah.
Why not?
Look it real quick.
But yeah, it says
Need to
first
go things
volume. First volume, May 23rd, 2017. Second volume is in July. Comes out in July.
Dope. That's pretty dope.
That just totally like I don't even think they put out any announcements for that. Like
Yeah, I did not.
No, I never heard of that before. I didn't even know.
I never expected to get a release, and oh, I see the art.
There's a lot of thick sort of lines with it, honestly.
I don't know how I feel.
The
about
faces are really
To me-
boxy there.
To me, I think Sloan said it best in a weird way, where like it seems like something you would do with like a music manga to anime adaptation. I don't think I could read Rakugo. It's the same thing where I've never read what's it called? Damn, I'm really drunk. I'm sorry, guys.
Is it a music show?
Yeah, no. What's the series, man? The Feels Heavy series.
Your Lie in April?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But I was trying to think of that Japanese name and I can't think of it.
Oh, so it's like an S. It's like
Isn't it Shigatsu or some shit?
Yeah.
God damn it! Thank you, memory.
Yeah.
That's what I've been trying to think of like but yeah, Shigatsu. Like I looked at like manga panels of that versus the anime. And I just can't compare them. So
That'd be a weird manga to read because of the music.
Yeah, I
like
could
losing the
not.
musical
No
element
way.
to me is the same as losing the acting and voice acting of Rakugo performed to me.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I could do it, but we'll see.
I might just read it just like I don't know to see
I mean, I'll flip
if it's
through
like
it.
I'm gonna wait till it comes out though.
Yeah.
Which won't be for a
I don't know
while.
how I feel about the art though, to be honest. When I'm looking
Yeah.
at it.
Doesn't yeah.
It's not the anime will always be
bad,
better than this. Yeah.
I mean, compared to other stuff,
Just stick to the anime.
Yeah, just stick to the anime. Yeah.
yeah, the anime is gonna.
That's the way to go.
The manga's finished, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
so
10
this season will come.
No, there's no other season to be had. Like it's over.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, nice.
Well, it's nice to get a finished story. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And that changed. But that's the thing too. You should always account that for like an adaptation too, like whether the story is complete that they're adapting or not.
Yeah.
I wonder how much they adapted. Like if it's like
Maybe
the
like
episode
5
count for
volumes.
season 2. Like I don't know. Like
No, it's done. It's done. They adapted the whole manga. It was just when they did the final episode, the manga wasn't finished yet.
Oh,
I see.
Oh.
It was like a couple. It was like two more chapters to come out, and when they adapted the final episode, they just like talked to the mangaka. So it's slightly different, but still.
Okay.
Oh,
That's cool.
I did not know that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. That's interesting.
So this was like the start of Dean's comeback, and then that followed Konosuba and
No, slow. Shigatsu is done by the studio that you hate more than anything.
No, I was talking about Rakugo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the start of Dean's comeback.
Yeah, Dean's comeback. It's awesome.
I was just saying, don't put that on them. That was all they won. But
No.
Is there anything you guys else want to add on? Anything else want to discuss about Rakugo at all? Anything you want to get out?
I just can't wait for that soundtrack. To be honest.
Not really, no.
Not really.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think I'm good.
What about you, Memory?
I think I'm good, man.
We probably
What
got
made
it.
you want to have the stream?
What? Because
What did you
I
have to
recently finished show.
Because he just finished it and he just wanted to talk about it.
Oh, you just finished it?
Yeah, I just finished it.
Man, dude.
Yeah, I said that a while ago. I think at the beginning of the stream. Yeah, like a recent.
Sun wasn't here.
This man is starting to realize that Dean has changed their ways in the last year.
I need to rewatch.
I was very surprised by the anime in general because it's, like I said, something very different that you don't see nowadays.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, so I really wanted to talk about it and just see what everyone else's thoughts about it, especially when it comes to Rakugo and its storytelling. So
Like I can't even like think of a show that's like Rakugo that I've watched.
Well,
I've watched.
You watched it recently too, Memory, like in the last month or
Yeah,
two.
like a month or so ago. Ago.
Okay.
So
I heard that
I know there's
Fune-
anime like this out there, but I can't think of.
I heard that Fune wo Amu or whatever that that one is sort of similar.
Yo, if you guys watch Fune, please, and I highly recommend you do, but you're not gonna like it instantly the same way you like Rakugo. That's all I have to say. But I
is it a
hope
lot slower paced, or
it's super slow paced, but every episode has meaning. So it's just it's all about whether you care about what they have to say about what they're talking about or not.
Isn't it based on like a dictionary?
Yeah, dude. I remember talking to Chibi about it one night, and it was like the day it came out, and he was like, "Yo, how is the Fune thing?" And I was like, "I don't know if you're gonna like it, bro. Like, I don't think you're gonna like it, but I really like it. I think it's cool. It just and I think the only reason I like it is because of how much I like how you can like alter and manipulate words. So if you don't like that about language and wordplay, you might not like the anime, but it's really well done. You might be bored is all. Whereas Rakugo, I don't think if you can be entertained at a real capacity, I don't think you could ever be bored with Rakugo. It just doesn't make sense to me. So
yeah, it was slow for me in the beginning to get into, but I think like after maybe like episode 4 or 5, like I was like, you know what, this is actually really, really interesting. And then the drama started happening, and I was like,
it's not like the beginning is bad though. It's just
no.
Like it's not. It's just
like it's a good kind of slow.
Yeah. It takes a strong will to get through, especially that 45 minutes episode. I mean, the first episode is like 45 an hour long. So
yeah,
I don't know. Like I said before, the first time I watched it was like I thought I just wasn't feeling it at all, and I just stopped watching completely there. And then, like a month or so ago, I came back to it, and I actually loved the first couple episodes.
What made you get back into it, Memory? I'm surprised you decided to give it another shot.
Once I think when it was announced for the winter, I was like, okay, I might give this another shot. I think it was the announcement for season 2.
You didn't think that about Super Lovers, though, did you?
Oh
god. Oh man. But I am hyped for Bikini Warriors season 2.
Oh yeah.
I'm about to get all of Bikini Warriors, my dude.
Dude, I marathoned that. I was very.
Nah, see, I trust memory, man, when it comes to the ecchi, dude. If he's telling me Bikini Warriors is fire, then it's probably fire.
Well, I mean, he is the harem king, so.
Yeah.
Exactly. You gotta remember, this is the anime of 2015.
Yo, the OVA just like transcended everything. So.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a work of art.
Dude,
that's the thing, dude. I've been watching harem and ecchi series for like 5 years now.
Let's just say my OVA reaction for it got age restricted by YouTube.
Oh, they did it themselves?
Yeah.
Bro. Okay, I'm going out there. I'm downloading it right now. I
love how we like start talking about like a quality anime
watch the OVA. You don't have to watch
the
other episodes.
No, I'm gonna watch the other. I'll watch them anyway. They're short. It's fun.
But it kind of sucks because like the show, it's like I think it's censored.
Oh, that does suck.
But the OVA isn't. So like when I saw that,
out now.
What's up?
The Blu-rays already.
Yeah, I think they just were released.
Oh yeah. So it's uncensored in that. So go pick that up, son. Go ahead.
I'll tell my mom that's what I want for her Christmas.
Oh no.
Well,
no, that would be bad.
I don't think we have anything else more to add.
Yeah, no, we ended with Bikini Warriors. I think
somehow.
I mean,
Super Lovers was brought up, and I had to change the topic. I'm sorry.
Drama-filled anime to boobs. Yeah. So
that's usually how it goes.
That's how you get the views.
Yeah, views.
So I think we're pretty much done here. I mean, we've been streaming for almost an hour. 50 minutes. Yeah, so almost an hour. Thank you, everyone, to coming by, and also for those who joined me. Their links will be down in the description down below. Go subscribe to them, weebs. They do awesome content. So yeah.
Thanks.
I guess I'll catch you all in the next
Fake
video.
Professor confirmed.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. You're welcome, man.
Nah, he got his PhD back. He got his PhD.
I don't think so.
What? Oh man. See you guys.